Okay, all right. Good evening, everyone. Let me start sharing my screen so that you can see. Okay, okay. Please, can you see my screen now? Please, I would like to know if you can see my screen. Please, can you hear me? I would like to know if you can see my screen.
No, we can't see your screen yet.
Oh, what's wrong with this thing, God? Please, how about now?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Yeah, thank God. Yeah, good day, everyone. Trust we are doing great. So, I am Sadiq Oladi. Good day, Mr. Simon. Good day, Mr. Ayobami. Good day, Majessica. And good day, Mr. Desire or Desiree. I don't really know the exact one. Okay, I welcome you here. And as we are expecting others as well, I welcome you here to whoever listening to this and to whatever moments you are listening to this. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So right now, based on what we are here for, how I and Simon Alakpade generated 8,760 leads collectively to our business without spending a lot on advertising. So the basics of this is that we make use of Facebook and Instagram advertising. But before I proceed to show us the way, I would like us to understand the basic concept of this and how the concept of this and how things should be before we set out to generate leads. It's not that we just started generating leads directly. We have set some things in place, we have put some things to place before we try how to start before we go on Facebook or Instagram to leverage on those platforms to generate our leads. So these things are is what I would like to share with you first so that you can understand the concept of this. So firstly, yeah, what are leads? Leads, I would like us to understand, like, we are talking about how we generate 8,760 leads. So what are leads particularly? Because I could see some of us here don't really know what leads are. So a marketing lead is a person who shows interest in your brand's product or services, which makes a person a potential customer. Note: a marketing lead is a person who shows interest in your brand's product or services, which makes the person a potential customer. Then if we are to shorten this, we can say a lead is what is a potential customer. A lead is a potential customers to your business, though the person may not have buy something from you at the moment, but a lead is a potential customer. We have three types of leads basically. We have cold leads, we have hot leads, and we have cold leads, we have warm leads, and we have hot leads. So cold leads are leads that this set of people, maybe they just got in contact with your business, or they that trust is yet to be achieved. They are yet to trust your brand, they are yet to trust your brand, and their level of skepticism is very high. So those are what we call cold leads. And when I'm talking about warm leads, these are kind of leads that are already in contact with your business. They've known your business, or probably they still have one or two things restricting them from buying from you, but they know you, they trust you to some certain part, to some certain extent. They trust your business to some certain extent, but they are just here to buy from you. There's one particular thing holding them back. So those are what we term them as warm leads. And when talking about hot leads, this set of people, hot leads are that set of people that has purchased what you sell. They have purchased one or two things, and not that they've only purchased, they are willing to buy whatever you want to present to them, in as much that it will be of benefit to them. These people have know you, like you, they've trust you, they've delivered what you are selling to them. So those are the three set of leads. So now a marketing lead is what is kind of a potential customer to your audience. Talking about how we want to, how do we now, like, what this topic is means is how we generated over 8,760 potential customers for our business. So how do you as well, how do you also want to, how do you how does this relate to you, so that you can also generate 8,760 leads to your business? Yeah, this what's it called? Triangle, or what do I call it? Market, I've forgotten the name, yeah. Market angle formula, or what's it called? Uh the name has skipped my mind sincerely. So this, let's just call it a funnel, or I've forgotten the name. So maybe if the name comes up my head, I would just remember. So okay, I placed it here because I wanted you to understand some things. Like, see, some advertisers, why the advert is not converting. We said here, without spending a lot on adverts, right? So this, how do you how the here is what we put in place that makes us not to spend more. Okay, firstly, we have, when we talked about leads, we have different forms of leads. Then when you are advertising your product or your services, when advertising your product or services, I want you to take note that these are the set of people you are advertising to. Whatever things you are putting in place, you want to sell to people, right? Or you want to advertise your product or your services. I want to know that uh I want you to know that 3% of those you're advertising to, 3% of them are in the position of buying now. Like, they are in the position to buy what you are selling. They want to buy what you are selling. 3% of people are in the position to buy what you are selling. Why 17% of this audience, 17% of these people are what? They are still gathering informations. They are they are still they might know they need what you are selling. They might know they need what you are selling, but they are still gathering informations. They still need some things they want to know. Why 20% of your audience are problem aware? This set of people know that they have this problem, but they are yet to find it. They are not even thinking of finding the solutions to it. And 60% of those you are advertising to does not even know they have that problem. So whenever you're advertising, maybe you want to sell your product or your services and you are selling directly, you want to know that you selling directly, you want to know that basically mostly you are only targeting 3% of the market. You are targeting 3% of the market, like, because those who will be willing to pay at that moment are what? Are 3%. That is, you are left with what? 97% of the market that you left behind because you just want to sell directly. So how we now do this? Instead, when talking about this, I wanted to make use of this as an analogy. Now let's present, we have two advertiser. Advertiser A choose to sell directly 3%. you know Advertiser A used to sell directly to, he's willing to sell directly. That is, the target audience will be this 3%, right? And advertiser B knows this approach of, he knows that he doesn't want to sell directly. Like, he don't want to leave this 97% of people behind. Advertiser B chooses not to leave this 97% of people behind. So he find a way to attract all these people. He find a way to attract all these people to his end. Those and what he basically does was what he created, maybe a short informational content. We shall talk about that soon. He created something as a bait to attract this set of people to his or her end. Advertiser B chooses to do what? Chooses to use something to attract this all these 97 or to 100% of the market to his end without selling to them. The person, the advertiser B is willing to give that out for free. He's not selling anything. Advertiser B is not selling anything. So comparing both advertiser, advertiser A, 100, let's pretend you just advertiser A, maybe you drive that traffic. Now, instead of this website, we want to make use of, maybe we can make use of website, but in our scenario, we can also make use of maybe website, or we can talk say we make use of WhatsApp as well. Now we make use of WhatsApp. Let's pretend website or your WhatsApp. Let's just pretend we are making use of both. Now advertiser A, it's his advert which is 100 people. It has his advert which is 100 people. Out of those 100 people, 3%, he was targeting, because he was selling directly. Definitely he was targeting 3% of the market. So let's say 3% conversion rate, and out of those 3%, he was able to generate 3 leads. And not all those three might even chooses to buy from him. you know what's it called, 100%, 100, let's say, when talking about percentage, 3% of 100 is what? Three people, right? Definitely he is generating what? 3 leads. He's generating 3 leads, and out of those 3 leads, probably one ends up buying. So let's pretend this guy has spent, uh before this guy could acquire, this guy is selling a product of 10,000 naira or 5,000 naira, and probably maybe he spent 1,000 naira or 1,500 naira before this one person buy. Definitely he is getting 3,500 naira to 4,000 naira as a profit. That's still cool, but he can still do more. So now, compared to advertiser B that chooses not to sell directly, he created a kind of informational content to provide for this set of people for free. Now, this advertiser B, 100 people, out of the 100 people that sees his or her advert, not all may be interested. Let's pretend now 20, he was able to get 25% conversion rate, like 25% shows interest in getting that thing for free, and he was able to generate 25 leads, right? He was able to generate 25 leads. These three sales at the end is what with the content, the three sales of this at the end, what it means that, when he gives such, it is, we said, advertiser B was giving something for free. After he has offered his or her promotion, his or her lead magnet, or his or her informational content for free, he later, inside that content, he later upsell those people, so that those 3% that are in buying stage, so that they can buy. So those now, so out of these 25 people, 3% that are in buying stage already, out of those 97%, 3% of such people now buy. And what? He still have 22 leads remaining that he can still nurture. Now, comparing the cost of this, I'm very sure advertiser B, because he's giving something for free, and you can see 25 people took action, 25 people took actions on his advert. So let's and how this Facebook algorithm work is this. Now, okay, let's pretend the advertising budget, now both, let's pretend both spend 1,000 naira or 1,005. Let's just use 1,000 naira on the ad. Both spent 1,000 naira. So now one person purchases, sorry, 3 person, he uses 1,000 naira to generate 3 people to his end. That is 1,000 naira divided by 3, maybe 330 per lead, which I'm very sure on a day, normal day, it will be much higher than that. So let's say 330 naira per lead. And this one thousand naira divided by 25 persons. So how many is that going to be? That's going to be around uh that's going to be around calculator. Let me check. ABC 1,000 divided by 25. So that's going to be 40 naira per lead, and what 330 naira per lead. Could you see the difference? Please, before we proceed, I would like to know, are you uh can you hear me? Are you hearing, am I communicating, and can you can you
Yes, I can hear you.
okay, and please,
I
are you getting what we are sharing so
can
far?
hear you.
Yeah, are you getting the concept of this so far? Let me understand, please.
Yes.
I'm waiting. Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. Now, what we were trying. Okay, that's good. So let me just proceed. So what we are trying to
I'm calling for
network. What did you say? I couldn't hear you. Network. Okay, let me just proceed. So comparing both advertiser A, let me just so advertiser A. Let me edit. Can I say even edit this? So I want to write something. Why is this not writing? Okay. So comparing both advertiser A was able to spend what 330 naira to acquire just one lead, and this guy, this smart guy, was able to with his approach, he was able to get 40 naira per lead, and he was able to get how many people? 25 people. So this was the approach. So we choose not to be advertiser A, we choose to be advertiser B. So that is one of the approach we use to get advertiser B. The cost is spent to acquire a customer is spent 40 naira per lead. And based on this, even the purpose why we chooses to make use of this is that, okay, the advantage of this, that this guy still has, out of these 25 people, is 3 people have purchased, and what, he still have 22 people left. He still have 22 people left. Those 22 people, with his content, if he can create targeted content to those 22 people and follow up, he's still going to convert more. He's still going to convert more. Like maybe let's say 10%, 10 of those 22 people will buy. So let's pretend he was selling a product of 5k, 5k times 10, 50k. You still have more chances to have more gain compared to this advertiser B that that choose to sell directly. So if you want to be like you want to generate leads without spending much, this advertiser, you want to be like advertiser B, and that was what I we we did. So now, I trust you. So I trust you get that concept now. Now, how I generated leads without spending a lot of advert, I already explained that. So I attracted my potential customers by offering information about a topic relevant. Please, let's take note of this, about a topic relevant. This must be like relevant is very important to what I want to sell in exchange for personal data like their name, email address, and phone number. So what I meant here was, okay, I said I wanted to I tried giving things out for free. That was what I was advertising, because the aim of my advertising is just to get the click. I'm not trying to sell. You want to take note of this. Your aim of advertising, when advertising, is your aim is to make people click, is not to sell something. It's just to make people click your ad so that they can come to you, and they can come to maybe to your landing page or to your WhatsApp, or depending on the kind of funnel you are making use of. So I attracted this set of people by providing helpful information about a topic relevant to what I want to sell in exchange. So here is what you want to take notes. Here is what you want to take notes. And this information content, I like, here's what you want to take notes. I wanted to give out something for free. Something I'm trying to give out for free should be something relevant to what I want to sell. So let's pretend I want to sell, okay, I want to sell an healthcare, what's it called? A skincare product, and I give out how to maintain the right way, to the perfect way. I can give out an informational content like the perfect way to maintain your skin to avoid burns, though I don't, or the perfect way to maintain your skin to avoid to be burnt free, to the perfect way to maintain your face to be burnt free, like or to be pimples free. I don't really know much about that, but you know, if you notice, the free information I'm giving out is kind of relevant. Those who will be interested in not having pimples on their face, they will most likely they will even be interested. Hello, can you hear me please? The network has broken. Come on. Hello. Shit. Thank God I watch. So mo kàn ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ ni. Come on, network. So advertiser A, we are having 3% conversion. Let's pretend advertiser H used to spend 1,000 naira on his ad and he was able to generate 3 leads. So, and how Facebook works is the number of people that clicks on your ad, Facebook will split the ad budget, or Instagram they will split the ad budget. Okay, 1,000 naira divided by 3 people that clicked on your ad. So that's use 330 naira per lead, right? Cost per result will be 330 naira. And now advertiser B, because he was giving something out for free and people love free things, they will likely to click those that have interest. So advertiser B, he giving out 25 people clicking on his ad. Let's pretend both spent 1,000 naira. So 25 1,000 naira divided by 25, that is going to give him what? That's going to give him 40%. Sorry, that's going to give him 40 naira. So 40 naira per lead for based on this advertiser A and advertiser B. Advertiser A was able to get 330 naira per lead and advertiser B was able to get 40 naira per lead. So you can see the smart move. And now even consider the advantage of this advertise the advantage this advertiser B has is that, this one, he was able to get one sale and he has just 2 leads left. Just 2 leads left. For this advertiser B, he still have, aside from these 23 sales he made, he still have 22 leads left that he can still nurture to sell to. So let's even pretend 10% or 10 of these 22 people remaining make a purchase. So let's pretend he sells a product of 5,000 naira, and 5 times 10, 50,000 naira. So probably he still have the opportunity to earn more based on what he has spent. So which what we do want to do is we choose to be advertiser B. We don't want to go advertiser A way of selling directly. We want to go advertiser B way. We want to give out something. We want to use something to attract advertiser our targeted audience to our end, so that we can get more conversion, number one, and so that we can later get more people to sell to and we can get more profit. And how we intend to do that is what? Is we giving out lead magnets, is we giving out free content. So yeah, how I generated leads without spending a lot on adverts. So I attracted my potential customers by offering helpful, by giving out of, I think I need to change this, helpful information about a topic. Please take note of this, about a topic relevant to what I want to sell in exchange for personal data like their name, email. So email address and phone number. I'm giving out something to them for free, and that thing I'm giving out is not just random thing. It's something relevant to what I want to sell to them. It's something relevant to what I want to sell to them. So that's what I'm giving out for free. Please, I want to check something. Okay, that's what I want to okay. I think I'm now back. So what I'm giving out is something relevant to what I want to sell to them. Is something relevant to what I want to sell to them. So that is what I'm giving out to these people. So let's pretend as maybe I have a product. I want to sell a skincare product. I can choose to give out a free guide of how the perfect way you can maintain your skin to be pimples free, or to be what would I call it? To be pimple screen, yeah, free. Let's just pretend, just an idea. So I'm giving out something, this thing, this thing I'm giving out is part of, like, it's something that will help them solve their problem. It's something that will be helpful to them, to this set of people. Is because it is free, it's not just that I want to give them something that it won't be useful to them. It must be useful to this set of people. They must find it helpful. So that will even help me erase some level of skepticism towards my from them to me. So I want to give out something relevant, and I make use of what lead magnet. So let me come to the lead magnet part. So a lead magnet is a little piece of information you give to your ideal customer to get them trust you more, and also ensure that they buy from you at the end. Buying from you may not be immediately, it may be maybe a week, 2 days later, 3 days later, 4 or a week later. So the work of the lead magnet is mostly to attract to leads to you or your business and get their details. So what they will be, we said they are not paying anything, you are giving things out for free. So what these people will be giving you in exchange is they want to give you their name and their phone number, so that that's what you will be putting in place. That's what you will be like, that's what they will be, that their payment for getting their information, that informational content you are giving out for free. That's what they are going to get. Like, that's their own payment for that moment, is they will just give you their name and their phone number in exchange for doing that. So remember, I said you want to give out the lead magnets you want to give out can be what, should be something that helps solve their problem. So you can list out, okay, this my product I'm selling. What problem is it solving in my audience life? If you can list like maybe 4 5 different part of problem it is solving. So you can now choose one of it and give answers to that problem. Like, what question does these people have towards this product, and what challenges are they facing? So if you can list maybe 5 or 6 challenges, you can choose to solve one out of those 6 challenges and give that part for free. Just give it out for free. So lead magnet ideas. So let me just so the lead magnet can be free class. You can choose to organize a free class. Can choose to organize a free class. It's a lead magnet. You are doing a, like, you can, you should be relevant, you should be kind of familiar with these people organizing free class. Free class is a lead magnet, whereby in that free class you will now share some informational content to them. So what you want to do, right? So another what's it called? Another, how will I call it? Another idea is what you want to, you pulling out valuable relevant posts. See, what I mean here, this one is for, maybe let's pretend you just want to increase your reach. So I can create a valuable or relevant post on Instagram. Then I can choose to run an engagement ad. You might not understand what I mean by that, but soon you will understand. I can choose to run an engagement ad. Then the call to action of that value, or of that valuable and relevant post, should be maybe follow me for more, or uh follow me for more, or click on the link in my bio to check to get this material. So this thing is mostly, can be done on Facebook, can be done on Instagram. Like, I just want them to I'll just create a post, but that post I will make sure it is educational and it should be relevant to those people, like it solves some kind of problem. Then I'll run an ad to boost that post, or to I will run an engagement ad so that more people, more of my targeted audience, I'm targeting my audience, more of my targeted audience can see such. And when they see it, they might want to, wow, who is this? They might want to check my page. And since the call to action is maybe follow me for more, these people would want to hit follow for more, follow for more button. So that's another form of lead magnet. So there's another one is resources. You can give out resources for free. Maybe resources your audience need, like you can list that, like those do people, do your target audience, do they make use of some resources? Maybe for example now, as a video editor, I can give out resources for free. I can choose to give out resources for what? For free. I can choose to give out resources for free, like maybe video creation resources, even what's it who graphic designers as well. Graphic designer do what? They also maybe graphics design resources. You might choose to give out resources for free. You just, you are trying to attract people to your end. Don't just give that, because we want to attract people to your end. So your this thing might also be, it might be audiobooks. You might choose to record the audiobooks. It can be ebook or PDF downloads. So audiobooks even are price. It can be a webinar like this. Maybe you just attract people to your end, then organize the webinar like this, then you share some informational content with them. It can be a podcast, it can be toolkit, it can be a swap file, and also it can be a checklist. Checklist will be okay, the list of things they want to, your audience will need, or list of things affecting them, so you want to just provide a checklist to them. So these are different lead magnet ideas you can make use of. So I believe with this you should be able to get one or two that you can come up with. So here is one thing now, in case you want to get more creative with this. So let me give you an extra tip with this. In your niche, in that your industry you are, in that your niche you are. So go and make some research. Maybe go to Instagram or Facebook. There should be some top guys in your niche, those that are doing well in your niche. Find like maybe 5 to 10 of them and follow them. Just study or analyze how they do their things. You should be able to see some things you can do, like that relate to this that they are doing. So you can get some ideas from them as well. And get some ideas of how you can key this into your niche. These are different things. So you know how those who are in your niche already, how they've been doing, and how you can as well make things big, like how you can as well put in place. So rules of creating lead magnet, we are trying to create a lead magnet that we want to give out for free. So rules of creating your lead magnet. So firstly, you want to create an attention grabbing headline. So you don't just want to you don't just want to write anything. You want to make sure your headline should be something attention grabbing. So for example, maybe 7 alarming mistakes, or 7 awful mistakes to make when running Facebook ads, or 7 alarming mistake uh you make when running Facebook ads. If number three will burn you a lot of money. So that's a kind of attention grabbing headline. So you can make use of different headlines. Your just know that that lead magnet it should have an attention grabbing headline. Make sure, I already talked about this. Make sure it helps them solve part of their problem. You want to do what? You want to make sure it helps them solve part of their problem. You want to make sure it helps them solve. And three, you want to make it simple. And four, you want to ensure the content is related to the offer you want to sell. I've talked about this earlier. So the next thing is what? Component of the lead magnet. I guess I've talked about this. Okay. Next thing is what? After you have your everything set now, the next thing is you kind of create a promotional content to promote that the lead magnet you create, or that informational content you've created, you that you are willing to give out for free. You kind of do what you want to give out something. I don't know. It's like uh someone is trying to come in. I don't know, maybe this thing is not just showing me. Okay. I don't just know. Okay, let me just proceed. Let me just proceed. Okay. All right. So, what next is what your as you want to, after doing this, you want to do what? You want to have a creative. It can be a video, it can be a flyer, you can just create, something, because when it comes to running this, these are things you want to make use of in your you will later make use of this when running Facebook ads or Instagram ads. The video you have or your flyer you have, you should something like some a promotional material you want to use to promote that lead magnet you want to give out. The title, definitely your lead magnet should have the title. The content of the lead magnet is what you've worked on, and the offer. Yeah, your lead magnet should have an offer. If you could remember, if you could remember when I was saying this, when I was talking about this part, when I was talking about this part that this 25 guy, this guy, he was giving out something for free, and he was able to get what, three sales at the end. So how was he able to generate that three sales? Like, he also, after giving out his free content, he later created an offer at the end of your lead magnet. You should create an offer at the end of your lead magnet, so that those 3% at this top of the market, at this that are in the buying stage, so that they can buy, so that they can, those 3% that has now purchased now, so that you can just take them off, that you won't leave them in waiting mode, so that these 3% at the top that already want to buy, so that they can buy. So that is why you want to create an offer at the end of this. So that's why you want to create an offer at the end of this. That's why you want to create an offer at the end of your lead magnet. And what the lastly, your call to action. Your lead magnet should contain your call to action. Now, you have your the creative video flyer. Sorry, and one more thing, your advert, your copy, like, it's very important. Now, you have your lead magnet ready, then you have your video or your flyer ready. Next thing you want to do what is to, we said you want to generate leads, is to go to Facebook. You want to leverage on Facebook, attracting your potential customer for Facebook and Instagram. You want to leverage on Facebook to get your potential customers. To your end, you want to leverage on them to get. So I just want to show you, like, the results this has provided for me. One of my ad I ran, this ad I already generated 580 leads, and check, this 0.06 naira dollar Facebook charges me then during the time of running this ad. So the charges 560 per dollar, 560 naira per dollar. So dividing this, not less than $40, this was around 30 to 35 naira per lead. So that's the result of, like, when I applied the approach I just explained to you. This one, you can see, with just 6,630 naira, I was able to generate, during the time of this screenshot, I have generated 166 leads. And even, is someone trying to enter? I guess. Please, I'm coming. I want to confirm something. Okay, okay, okay. Welcome. So at the time of this, so I was able to, when applying this, so this ad set was able to generate leads for 68 leads, is was just 2,000 naira. And this one was still has generated 152 leads with 6,000 naira. So this was the result of after I applied this approach. So we can get things done by just, so let's just get things done, and let's come to the practical aspect of this. practical aspect of running Facebook ads. I will just introduce you to some aspects. And my boss as well, Simon Lakpadi, that will be tomorrow. He will take you through the process, what you need to, and how to run a profitable advert yourself. So I believe this concept has been laid. You now know things to set in place before you launch out on Facebook or on Instagram trying to generate leads or trying to find customers for your business. This and I believe you understand this. Please, did you understand, and did you have any question based on what I've covered so far? Please, I would like to hear your feedback. I'm waiting for your feedback. Do you have a question based on what I've covered, and did you find it helpful?
Yeah. Thank you very much for the section so far. I've been able to learn new things that I never knew before, and I'm very grateful for that. Thank you. God bless in getting such a content without a dime. It's so rare this time. Thank you very much. Um, you, you where you ended the section is on the component of the lead magnet, and I want to ask question about each of these. What are the contents therein, like the title, the content of the lead magnet? They are the sub. They are the sub of the head. So I want to ask details about the content, or are we going to find answers to that maybe in the subsequent training or teaching? Thank you.
Okay, okay. If I could get you correctly, what you are trying to ask was that, okay, this content I was talking about, what I meant by the content of your lead magnet was what's okay, for example now, I said, okay, for example, let's use this webinar we are trying to do, this training. Okay, this is a lead magnet. Let's pretend this is a lead magnet. Everything that I've been trying to convey to you is the content of this webinar, right? Is the content of this webinar. So let's pretend as well I choose to give a free class. I choose to organize a free class. What I'm trying to give out during that free class is the content of my free class. Or let's pretend now I choose to give you an ebook out. What is inside that ebook that you will be reading is the content of that ebook. So did you understand? The content is the kind of what you want to give out, the part of what you want to give out to your audience. So it is the content that will determine the title you want to make use of. So please, did I answer your question?
Yes, you answered it. Thank you very much. But can you please talk on the call to action?
Okay, the call to action. That call to action is basically it's in the hard copy part. And also the call to action should be in the offer part as well. Hard copy part and offer part. So what I meant was the call to action is, you don't expect people to, let's pretend we just do things like after conveying your message to your audience, you don't expect that these people know what next to do. Most of these people don't know what next to do. So we are the one to tell them this is what you should do. Oh yeah, sign up now. Go click here to learn more, or click the button below to sign up, to do this, to do that. So that's the call to action. And when talking about call to action during the offer, I said you should present an offer after providing your content. So the call to action should be, okay, maybe you want to drive them to a website where they will be making purchase, or you want to let them contact you, or you want to let them click one link so that before they reach out to you. So, or you want them to click on purchase now button. So depending on what you want to make use of. Please, do you get that?
All right. Thank you.
It's a
That
pleasure.
yes. Thank you very much.
So, all right. So, does anyone here that has a question or two before I proceed to the next phase? So this will be ending soon, but I just want to introduce you to some parts. So by tomorrow, my boss here would continue and would take us through things. Okay, my Jessica, I believe you don't have a question. Okay, let me proceed. So let's just proceed to the second part of this. Okay, can you still see my screen, please? I would like to confirm that.
Yes, I can see it. I think we can see it.
Okay, so when trying to
Yes, I see it.
okay, so when trying to after you have your lead magnet ready, you want to launch out on Facebook ads. So the first thing you want to do when one of things you want to avoid when running Facebook ad, I will not recommend you. Most people just jump like just jump on their platform and start boosting posts on their Facebook or on their Instagram. It's though it's cool, but it won't give you real results. If you are finding better results, you want to come here, business.facebook.com, business.facebook.com. You want to come here. Sorry, business.facebook.com. So you want to come here. So business.facebook.com. So it will ask you to do what? You want to come here at your end. It will ask you to probably maybe create an account, log in with Facebook. So depending on you, so the first thing you want to do is you want to create an account. In case, let's pretend you are a newbie, you don't, this is your first time coming here. You want to do what? You want to click on create an account. You want to because the first thing you want to do right here, so you want to create a business manager. Let me share something with you. Let me check if I still have it here. My file open. I want to check. Okay, I want to check some of my files so that I want to share something with you if I still have them here. Recent start the computer upload. No, 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 none of this. Okay, let me check. Okay, yeah. Business. What you want to do is you want to open a business manager, and under a business manager, uh, like you have different options. So yeah, first thing you want to do right here is we want to open a business manager. So under let me explain this basis to you. We are you after opening a business manager, it has different subcomponents. Under you can only an account, one Facebook account, please take note of this. One Facebook account can only create two business manager. Two businessman, one Facebook account can create maximum he can create is what? Two business manager. And under these two business manager okay, let's now one business account, or I'm sorry, one Facebook account can only create two business manager. And under one Facebook manager, you can create multiple ad accounts. But at first, I think Facebook, if you are a newbie, I think Facebook will limit you that you can only create one or two. So when they see that you are complying with their rules, they kind of increase your number of ad accounts you can create. But you can create multiple ad accounts. Pixel, this spelling of pixel is not correct. Pixel, you can also create multiple pixel under one business manager. As well as Facebook pages, you can create multiple Facebook pages under one business manager. You can create all these catalog payment options are also under what? One business manager. Remember, you one Facebook account can create two business manager. So some of us here, or some of you that will be listening to this, some of you might be having a challenge that your ad account has been banned, whereby it's only one out of many ad accounts that you can create that has been banned. So you still have opportunity to create multiple ad accounts, or probably maybe one of your business manager has been restricted. You still have another opportunity to create one more business manager, but probably maybe you don't know. So you still have some of, you just have to check this. Maybe if it's your business manager that is being restricted, in as much you still have an opportunity, in as much your Facebook account is still active, you can still create one more business manager. So right now what we want to do here is we want to create a business manager. So we'll click on create an account right here. We click on create an account. So it will ask me to log in. So this is my blah blah blah. I'll have to log in. This thing will be frustrating, kind of. Or I guess I should go and log in onto another browser. Let me log into another browser so that I'm not familiar with, because everything here is kind of, Facebook has been familiar with, like, everything here will just log in automatically. Let me check. Let me log in with another browser. Come on, answer me now. What's wrong with this thing? Ah, wahala o. Okay. Chrome chooses not to open another browser for me o. Okay. I don't want to log in with this email. I want to switch to another browser. Sorry, to another mail rather. What's this that Chrome is now doing? Yeah. Okay. Let me choose to go with. Which should I go with? Let me choose to go with this. Okay. This one sef na another wahala. Okay, business.facebook.com. Yeah. So I want to create an account. Everything has been logged in here o. Okay. I don't have access to this account. So you just want to what's it called? I would like to show you the process of creating your this thing. I would like to show you the process of creating your ad account, your business manager. For everything here, maybe but my boss Simon, maybe you because I'm thinking every Facebook account I have here, I've used everything. Like each has got
Okay.
two business managers, so I can't have the opportunity to show them such. Would we be opportune to do that tomorrow?
Okay.
Okay, maybe we just have to adjourn this tomorrow and do
Uh,
tonight. Okay.
alright, alright. There's no problem there. There's no problem.
All right. So my boss will continue with you tomorrow. So by same time by 8:30 p.m. So I will make sure this recording is available for tomorrow morning. Okay. Thank you for tonight, Mr. Oladipupo Ayobami. Miss Jessica, thank you. For those who be listening to this as well, thank you so much for staying through. So my boss, tomorrow evening by 8:30 p.m. Uh well, tomorrow evening by 8:30 p.m. So we'll be continuing with this session where my boss will be taking you through the practical approach of this. And please, I would like us to do one thing. What you've learned here, please, you can just help me type it in the group. I would really appreciate that. If you learned something from this session, can just type it in the group. Just type it so that let others know about what you've learned. Let them know as well, so that just let them know. Please, I would like if you can share that in the group. I'll be waiting. I appreciate I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So this is where we'll be stopping tonight, and I will be providing a recording. Thanks for tonight, and thanks for staying through. So I remain Sadiq Oladi. Good night to all.
Okay, sorry. How do I type it? Like, do I have to do a summary of what I learned here?
No, just you can just share something, maybe one or two things that you feel you find helpful. Just share it. It's not supposed to be lengthy. Just
Okay, okay,
maybe 4 lines or any. Just find share something.
okay.
All right.
No, that's fine. Good for me.
Okay. All right. Thank you so
All
much.
right, thank you.
It's a pleasure. So good night, everyone.